Hey guys, I had a question from a student last night who was wanting to create some type that ran along the inside edge of a circle, and when we go and make a circle from our elliptical tool, type, and when we want to type on path tool, it'll always go on the outside. Okay, what she wanted to do was to have this result here. So I had a little look around, couldn't find anything, but this is my solution to this particular problem. So we go File, we go New, we create our document as per everything else. I'm not too concerned. A 4mm, we'll go Create. Okay, we're going to go View, we're going to go Show Grid, Command plus to zoom in. We're going to create a circle template. So the ellipse tool, hold the Shift key down. If you can, try and position it so that it is, I can use that grid to get something that fits, and I can get the top edges and the sides are virtually lined up. Let's have a look there. Okay. All right, and I'll use my arrow keys to move that around. Pretty good. Okay, I want that to have a fill, no fill, sorry, but I do want to keep that black stroke there. I'm going to double click on that black stroke and I'm going to make it a lighter grey so I can see what I'm doing. I double click on my layer. I'm going to call it Circle Template. Template, yes, it'll dull it or dim the image, it'll lock it in place. Okay, so I can't draw on it there. That's from previous little tutorials. Create a new layer now because we want to do this appropriately. We click on our toolbar, get the pen tool, and what I'm going to do is just click on the top. So 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, essentially. I'm then going to get my anchor point tool, and remember that helps us to manipulate our edges, our paths. What I'm going to do is try and get that to work as best as possible along my line there. Okay, I'm going to get that so that it is as accurate as possible. And if you've ever been in a class of mine, you'll know that I get students in their very first go to create their own circle just using 4 anchor points and dragging out their handlers there. Okay, so we've emulated the circle, and then all we simply do is we click on Type on Path, and that should allow us to generate our writing so that we can have our logo, whatever shape that's going to be, and then we create our text. I can move that along there so that that should go right underneath, and I can then manipulate that to be on the edge of my circle. All right, we'll give that a go. Let me know how you go. I suppose an extension of this would be Command plus. If I wanted to change this somehow, maybe I wanted to select the whole lot. Maybe I wanted to change where the lettering was, because sometimes it doesn't go nice and evenly there. I get my black arrow tool, I go Control key click, I create outlines, and instead of manipulating all the letters, I can just use my white arrow tool and select each individual one. They're now just their own little shapes, and I can move that around slightly. My suggestion is not to do that too much. Remember, you've got your, you do have the ability to maneuver that and to manipulate that up in character option there, but there is an option to do that as well. Okay, give it a go. Let's see how you go.